Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions? Like you're a passenger in your own life, watching it unfold from a distance? If you've ever had that nagging feeling that there's something more, something deeper you're supposed to be doing, then these questions are for you. We're going to dive into 45 awakening why questions that might just shake up your world. They're not meant to be easy, but they are meant to be powerful. So find a quiet space, take a deep breath, and let's begin this journey together. Let's start with the big one. Why do I exist, but not truly live? Think about it. You're breathing, you're working, you're eating, but are you living? Are you feeling the full spectrum of what it means to be alive? Or are you just surviving day in and day out? This leads to our next question. Why do I keep postponing my real life? You know, that life you dream about. The one that starts someday when I have more money, someday when the kids are older, someday when I'm less busy. But what if someday never comes? What if now is the only someday you'll ever get? And this is a tough one to face. Why do I tolerate a life I don't respect? A life where you compromise your values, where you don't feel proud of your choices. Respect for yourself is the foundation of a good life. So why do we so often accept less than we deserve, not from others, but from ourselves? It gets even more personal with this question. Why do I know the truth, yet refuse to act on it? Deep down, you know what you need to do. You know which habits are holding you back, which relationships are toxic, which path you should be on. The truth is right there, but acting on it feels like standing on the edge of a cliff. Why the hesitation? Perhaps it's this. Why do I trade my life for comfort? The comfort of the familiar, the comfort of not ruffling any feathers, the comfort of staying small. Comfort is cozy, but it's also a cage. True aliveness, true growth happens just outside that comfort zone. Are you trading your potential for a comfortable cage? And that brings us to, why do I choose familiar suffering over uncertain growth? This sounds crazy, doesn't it? But we do it all the time. We stay in the job we hate because the thought of job hunting is terrifying. We stay in a lukewarm relationship because being alone feels even scarier. The pain we know feels safer than the happiness we don't. Think about your daily routine. Is it a conscious choice or is it just a habit? This question hits hard. Why do I live on autopilot and call it normal? Wake up, commute, work, commute, eat, sleep, repeat. We convince ourselves this is just what adulthood is, but is it? Or have we just stopped questioning if there's another way to fly? And who are you waiting for to give you the green light? Why do I wait for permission to live my own life? Permission from your parents, your partner, your boss, society. It's your life. The only permission you ever need is your own. When did you give that power away? Here's a question that compares two heavyweights. Why do I fear responsibility more than regret? The responsibility of creating your own happiness is immense. It's daunting, but is it more frightening than looking back in 20, 30, or 40 years and being haunted by the regret of what if? The pain of discipline or the pain of regret? You have to choose one. And finally, the ultimate puppet master. Why do I let fear decide my future? Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. Fear is a terrible financial advisor. It will always tell you to invest in the safe option, which guarantees you'll never see exponential growth. Your future is a blank canvas. Are you going to let fear hold the paintbrush? These first 10 questions are just the beginning. They're designed to crack the surface. In the rest of this video, we'll go deeper. We'll explore why we betray ourselves, why we seek validation from others, and why we shrink to fit into spaces where we don't belong. Stick with me, because the answers you find might just be the key to unlocking the life you were always meant to live. All right, let's continue our journey inward. The next set of questions probes even deeper into our patterns and beliefs. Ask yourself this: why do I chase validation instead of creating my own value? Constantly looking for likes, for praise, for someone else to say you're good enough. It's a hunger that's never satisfied. What if you shifted that energy? What if you focused on building your skills, your character, your inner worth, so that you become the source of your own validation? And what about your promises? Why do I break promises to myself but never to others? You'd never stand up a friend. But how many times have you bailed on your own workout? Your own creative project? Your own well-being? This shows who you truly prioritize. It's time to start treating yourself like someone you respect. Consider your relationships and your environment. Why do I surround myself with people who drain my energy? You know who they are. The complainers, the doubters, the critics. You leave a conversation with them feeling exhausted. Your energy is your most precious resource. Why are you giving it away to people who don't replenish it? And this is a big one for self-worth. Why do I shrink myself to make others comfortable? You dim your light. You downplay your achievements. You quiet your opinions, all so you don't make someone else feel insecure. Your job is not to manage other people's egos. Your job is to shine as brightly as you can. Think about how you use your time. Why do I sacrifice my dreams for distractions? Hours spent scrolling, binge watching, gossiping. These things are the enemies of ambition. They numb you just enough to forget what you really want. What dream is being starved while your distractions are being fed? And what about your inner world? Why do I feed my mind with junk food but expect a healthy mindset? The news, the social media drama, the constant negativity. This is the mental equivalent of living on chips and soda. Your thoughts create your reality. What are you feeding your thoughts? This question looks at our relationship with the past. Why do I carry the weight of yesterday into the gift of today? Every single morning is a fresh start, a clean slate. Yet we often drag the mistakes, the hurts, and the failures of the past with us, clouding the potential of a new day. Can you learn to set that baggage down at the door of today? Here's one about our perception of struggle. Why do I see challenges as stop signs instead of stepping stones? When we hit a roadblock, our first instinct is often to give up, to think this wasn't meant to be. But what if every challenge was a lesson in disguise? A test designed to make you stronger, smarter, and more resilient? This next question deals with self-deception. Why do I pretend to be okay when I'm falling apart? We wear this mask of I'm fine because we're afraid of being a burden or of appearing weak. But vulnerability is not weakness, it's courage. Acknowledging your struggle is the first step toward healing it. If you're struggling, please know there is support available, and reaching out is a sign of strength. And finally, a question about action. Why do I have a plan for everything except my own life? We plan our vacations, our work projects, even our grocery lists. But a life plan? A plan for our growth, our happiness, our purpose? For many of us, that's just a blank page. It's time to become the architect of your own life, not just a tenant. These questions are getting tougher, aren't they? They're supposed to. They're meant to make you uncomfortable, because it's in that discomfort that real change begins. We still have more to cover. Let's keep going. Ready for the next round? Let's not waste any time. These questions are about ownership and the stories we tell ourselves. Here's a simple but profound one. Why do I blame others for the life I have chosen? It's so easy to point fingers at our boss, our family, the economy, but every choice and every non-choice has led you to this exact moment. Blame is a dead end. Ownership is the superhighway to change. This next one is a mirror to our own self-sabotage. Why do I work so hard to prove my critics right? Someone said you couldn't do it, and instead of using that as fuel, you procrastinate, you make excuses, and you end up fulfilling their prophecy. It's a strange form of self-sabotage. Why not work just as hard to prove them and your own doubts wrong? Think about your deepest desires. Why do I bury my passions under a pile of practicality? You love to paint, to write, to play music, but you were told it wasn't a real job, so you buried it. But your passions are not just hobbies. They are the language of your soul. Are you listening to what it's trying to say? And what about the stories you tell yourself? Why do I cling to a story about myself that no longer serves me? I'm not a morning person. I'm bad with money. I'm just not creative. These are just stories, not life sentences. You are the author. You can start a new chapter whenever you want. This question examines our relationship with money and freedom. Why do I believe money is the goal instead of the tool? We chase a bigger salary, thinking it will solve all our problems. But money is just a resource. It's a tool that can build a life of freedom, purpose, and impact. Or it can build a bigger, more luxurious cage. What are you using the tool for? Now for a look at your physical self. Why do I treat my body like a trash can and expect it to run like a temple? Neglecting sleep, eating poorly, avoiding movement. Your body is the only vehicle you have to navigate this life. How you treat it directly impacts your energy, your mood, and your ability to pursue your dreams. Consider the noise in your life. Why do I fill every moment with noise, afraid of what I'll hear in the silence? Podcasts in the car, TV in the background, music in your ears. We are terrified of being alone with our own thoughts. But it's in the silence that your intuition speaks. It's where the real answers are. This question is about comparison. Why do I measure my behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reel? You scroll through social media and see perfect vacations, perfect families, and perfect careers. You're comparing your messy, real, everyday life to a curated, filtered, and edited fantasy. It's a game you can never win. Let's talk about help. Why do I think asking for help is a sign of failure, not a strategy for success? Every successful person on this planet has had mentors, coaches, and supporters. Trying to do it all alone is not heroic. It's inefficient. Asking for help is leveraging the strength of others to accelerate your own. And a question about your future self. Why am I more loyal to my past than to my future? We let past mistakes and old identities dictate what's possible for us tomorrow. Your future self is waiting for you to make new choices, to build a new identity, to create a new reality. Who are you more committed to, the person you were or the person you are becoming? We're moving through these questions, and I hope you're feeling a shift. I hope you're starting to see the invisible scripts that have been running your life. The final set of questions is coming up, and they are the most powerful of all. Don't stop now. We've reached the final stretch. These last 15 questions are designed to be the catalyst. Let them sink in. Don't just hear them, feel them. Ask yourself, why do I confuse busyness with progress? Your calendar is full. You're always running somewhere. You feel exhausted at the end of the day. But are you actually moving closer to your goals? Or are you just running in circles? Don't mistake motion for action. This one is about the end game. Why do I live as if I have 1,000 years, but plan as if I'll die tomorrow? We put off our big dreams for later as if time is infinite. Yet we get bogged down by small, urgent tasks, as if the world will end if they aren't done immediately. This paradox keeps us stuck. Think about your words. Why do I speak about my dreams with a but instead of an and? I want to start a business, but I don't have the money. Try changing that but to an and. I want to start a business, and I will figure out how to fund it. That small shift in language changes everything. And your inner critic? Why do I allow the voice of my inner critic to be the loudest one in the room? That voice of doubt and fear is just one voice. You also have a voice of courage, a voice of wisdom, and a voice of hope. Which one are you choosing to amplify? This is a question about your potential. Why do I play small in a universe that is infinitely expansive? You are made of the same stuff as stars. You contain multitudes. So why do you confine yourself to such a small, limited version of who you could be? The universe is inviting you to expand. What about perfection? Why do I wait for the perfect moment, knowing it will never arrive? Hello everyone, my name is Jan Hong. I'm from Vietnam. These are the 45 most powerful WHY questions, carefully distilled from the full collection of 1,000 why questions. Please share this message because somewhere out there may be someone who truly needs it. Thank you for your support. It means more than you know. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.